Shalom, shalom, everybody, man. Shalom. What's good? Reading with Shalom. Reading with Shalom. We're here for the next installment, our next edition, the next couple of chapters in Miss Shahrazad Ali's book, The Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman. We're going to read chapter 5 and chapter 6. Chapter 5 being social integration, dating and marrying the white man. And chapter 6 is communications. Chapter 6 is pretty long. Chapter 5 is just one page. It's short, 1 or 2 pages. 3 pages. Yeah, we'll try to get it in. 5 and 6. I hope everybody doing good. Had a wonderful day. But we're going to get it in. We're going to see what Miss Shahrazad Ali talking about. All right. The Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman by Shahrazad Ali. Oh, wait. There we go. Chapter 5. Social integration, dating and marrying the white man. Dating and marrying the white man. The black woman will date and, as reported daily, will marry a white man. She finds in her relationship with the white man perhaps the answer to all her dreams and fantasies. First, he is removed from the black experience and brings a new set of rules to the involvement. Second, he represents the culmination of every movie and TV show she has ever seen, featuring a gallant white beau who knows how to treat a woman and swoops in, always coming to her rescue. Third, he is an alternative set of man whom she believes can be utilized because of the non-availability of black men. Now that there appears to be fewer black men, and she can't get along with any of them, she is pursuing other races to see what she can see. When the black man gets with the white man, when the black woman gets with the white man, she may manufacture a complete new set of vowels, which she uses to construct her new light and airy proper voice. She irresistibly becomes ever so amused by his jokes and pretends to like the things he does. She becomes an actress of sorts, and she relaxes a bit because the white man does not know the full story of her failure with the black man. Since the white man does not know the ins and outs of black intimacy, he is more tolerant of her, and they both enjoy the novelty. She can wear as much makeup as she desires, and to the white man, this is normal. While the black woman is known to ignore a black man on the street corner, in an elevator, or on the subway, she seems always ready with an eager, appealing smile when a white man, especially one in a suit and tie, tries to make light conversation with her. She appears to be flattered and falls into her crisp, bright personality. Her smile is sometimes so instant it looks like a flash of sparkling white snow, blushing and appreciative. If she decides to date him later on, she is seen as being overly affectionate in public. There may be hugging, provocative kissing, or fondling in public. She is willing to ignore many of the white man's shortcomings regarding wardrobe, language, hipness, music, car, or job. She convinces herself that he is normal and she must accept him as he is. And above all, he is just another man. When she is with him, she thinks she is finally free of the black man's hassle and free of her own history. She is proud of him in front of her family and friends, or on the other extreme, she knows that her social integration relationship will not be accepted. so she keeps it a secret. He is considered special to her and automatically knows how to treat a woman. Certainly better than the black man does, she thinks. She might be willing to fight for him, endure insults and stares just to be with him. And she defends her right to love a white man. She says she is not prejudiced and falls back on the same explanation that the black man has adopted, that her particular white man has nothing to do with slavery, that was before his time. She feels no guilt in being a traitor to the black man by accepting another race over him. She sees She sees guilt as an outdated hangover, which has no business in her modern do what you want to do system. Loyalty to the black man appears to her as static sentimentality wrapped in shredded ribbons, and the glitter is all gone, worn out from the endless disagreements. She believes she has tried in every way possible to be with the white man, and each time he fails. And it's all his fault. To just stay with the black man because he is her natural mate is absurd to her, and as her history has proven, counterproductive. Even worse, the black man is irritating to her. He just won't do right. She is unwilling to accept a new approach and allows nothing to cloud her fine perceptions. She refuses to be governed by an obsolete set of standards that imply unselfish conduct and actions made only if they benefit the black nation. That's fine for the public, but in her private affairs, she is coldly analytical, but about what she wants personally, and in that area is oddly detached from her people. As a last resort, she may explain it just happened. Nothing just happens. There is an explanation for everything. Even if the explanation is not immediately known, it can be explained, and it is not new. The black woman believes that she has reached the ultimate pinnacle of personal achievement, developmental achievement, when she arrives at the point of seriously considering dating a white man. She pretends to herself that his color doesn't matter, and to her, it doesn't. For her to pick a white man as her mate only demonstrates further her disdain for the black man and her decision to not take it anymore. The white man can give her new options, new freedom, and new notoriety. She finally gets her opportunity to play like she is kind of a glamorous white girl she has seen on television and in the movies all her life. And if watched closely, she can be seen acting out the mannerisms of white women. She has absolutely forgiven the white man for enslaving her people, and the white man has forgiven himself for enslaving black people. But the poor black woman has not forgiven herself from being a slave. Her spirit was broken during that time, and the genetic psychological damage she suffered has never been addressed or healed. Her suffering was internalized and transmitted through fear and anxiety. And it was the fear that resulted in her current insecurity in the black man. She does not believe that she can count on the black man to protect she and her babies. She views the black man as weak and powerless in her world and easily manipulated. She despises him for his so-called big ego and does everything she can to tear him down and make him forget that idea. She has never dealt with her attitude about refusing to allow the black man to bask in the pride of having a big ego. She does not want him to think well of himself because she does not think well of herself. She wants him to believe that he is unworthy. She has no idea what it would feel like to agree with the black man about his big ego. She might like it. She does not want to agree with him that he is great. Instead, she chooses to take the white sociologist's alleged research that reveals the bulk of the black man as still shiftless, uneducated, and plain lazy. She thinks he wastes time trying to do impossible things and that his goals are misdirected and futile. Believing this, it is not difficult for her to renege on the men in her own nation and try to fit into the race of another. And she is much more tolerant and patient with Caucasians of every age. It is most convenient for her to believe that there is a shortage of black men. Hopefully, there will continue to be a shortage of the type of wimpy, fearless black men she is looking for to control. Since she can't have the kind of black man she can rule, she is now pleading for social empowerment. She wants authorized government permission to achieve and be strong, stronger than the black man. She has turned the process of personal growth into a social activity instead of spiritual commitment. The empowerment she seeks is really the right to devour the remaining black men who have refused to submit to her. Dating and marrying the white man is another flimsy excuse used to get out of the inevitable, submitting to the black man. Her new political idea of empowerment gobbles up and eliminates the rules that give the black man superiority and the black nation longevity. In interracial dating, she follows the woman's liberation trend in an almost biblical divine adherence. She is determined to stay right up on the political and social, right up on it politically and socially. Excuse me. She wants special rights that will approve of her wrong behavior against the black man. Her violent swats against the black man's right to live the way he wants to are frequent, especially when looking back and comparing her new relationship with the white man to her old failed relationships with black men. Many black men do not like it when they see a black woman pretending to be so happy and content with a white man. But the mountain looks too high and the river too long and wide for him to cross over and correct her. He has had no one to publicly agree with him about the deplorable behavior of the black woman. It seems that the black woman in white America are in cahoots with each other against the black man. I will believe that. It seems like the black woman and America are in cahoots with each other against the black man. This is not the way it is supposed to be. The few converted black women who know their place and respect the black man as the head are few and quiet. He has needed a louder supporting voice, one filled with the brightness and resounding echo of pure truth. One outcry in the darkness announcing before all of the world that he is right and he is good will help him rise. Certainly the white man's free state of mind and open approach that thinks that things appears more attractive to her, but the white man has never been a slave. A few cases of indentured servitude, but did not impact on the psyche of the white male in a destructive way as full slavery impacted upon the black man. So the black man appears outclassed when compared to him. The black man's accomplishments over trillions and trillions of years should not be compared to the measure of success the white man has set in America. There are more non-whites or blacks people in the earth than there are white people. Whew. The white race is not the pace setter, and neither is the black woman. They are both the pace followers. The black woman who does not study or value history does not realize that the time she is living in now is not the sum total of the time that she and the black man have inhabited the earth. Her mega generations have existed long before 2,000, 4,000, or 6,000 years ago. 6,000 years are but a drop in the bucket when compared at the time that the black man has walked the earth in peace. She has allowed her part to become remote and irrelevant. Whew. Oh man. Excuse me, my bad. The black woman sees the black man integrating too. She witnesses him dating and marrying the white woman, so she considers her part of the contribution to the 50,000 black women who date and marry white man as small significance. Hmm. The others of them complain that the black man is with the white woman because she is easier to get along with, or that she gives him better sex, or that she respects him more. She doesn't know that he is with her for one reason and one reason only. He is with her because she gives him peace. He is she is with him because she gives him peace. That seems like a big thing to ask for these days, man. Peace. Peace. Can I get a piece? A peace of mind. A peace of mind. A peace. Peace. That seemed like the one of the farthest fetched things to get. That representative be talking a good game. The others of them complain that the black man is with the white woman because she is easier to get along with, and that she gives him better sex, or that she respects him more. She doesn't know that he is with her for one reason and one reason only. He is with her because she gives him peace. However it is described, however it is described, the end result he sees for himself is peace. Of course, there are a few who claim the of course there are a few who claim the are with a white woman because they are getting back at the white man, or that they want to possess her because they were denied her. These are all flimsy and flaky excuses for not being familiar with the word peace. Certainly, not all cases are the same, but each race has behavioral traits that cannot be classified as stereotyping due to the incidents that have occurred in their evolution into who we see today. This is referred to as the nature of something or someone. It is not possible for the black woman to be happy trying to be a woman to the white man. Their natures are completely different. Certain black women who do not like the black woman being with the white man know for actual fact that this same rule applies to black men who are trying to be a man to the white woman. It is pitifully unfortunate that the black woman believes that she can have a better life with the white man than she can have with the black one. The truth be told, any black woman can have a man. Any black woman can have any man she chooses. Of course, her requirements will have to be adjusted and she will have to qualify to get one. The qualifications are standard, routine, and a necessity. She will have to be unquestionably submit. She will have to unquestionably submit herself. Unquestionably. The qualifications are standard, routine, and a necessity. Man, they come on every model like a parking brake, a seatbelt, front lights, reverse lights, front blinkers, back blinkers, windshield wipers, mirrors, side mirrors, rear view mirrors, carpet, headliner, seats. All that's standard. All that's standard. If that come, so that femininity should come standard as well. She will have to unquestionably submit herself to be ruled by the black man. Shit. I can see why people feel like that's a waste of time. Shit. She will have to allow him to be the boss. No black man turns down a good woman. It has nothing to do with how she looks, how she dresses, or otherwise. All it has to do with how the black woman behaves and how much respect and care she gives the black man. A good woman does not have a special physical profile. When the black man finds a good woman whose nature he is attracted to, he will remain with her forever. Maybe not just her alone, but he will include her in his life. Man. And what the black man wants is to be included in the life, and what the black woman wants is to be included in the life of the black man. As soon as she realizes that she can have a black man, but not on her terms, she will have one. When she reaches this level of understanding, she will not even consider dating or marrying a white man. And she certainly will not participate in the American conversational habit of publicly criticizing her man. When the black woman attacks the black man publicly, she inadvertently gives the entire world permission to attack him also. Because everyone knows that a man's woman knows him better than anyone else. And if she says he ain't nothing, he's not. That was chapter 5. That was chapter 5. Social integration, dating, and marrying the white man. Whew. Let's see. Chapter 6, communications. We'll try to see how this is gonna go. Chapter 6, communications. Oh man. Today's black woman is forever complaining and demanding that the black man communicates with her. But she means she wants the black man to talk to her and tell her what is on his mind. Despite the fact that whenever he attempts to communicate his ideas to her, she responds in the wrong way. The burden of the black woman's complaints rest on the premise that he does not like or accept the way she talks to him. That's big for me right there, boy. How you talk to me. He does not like or accept the way she talks to him. If she comes at him wrong, all systems shut down and he does not talk to her at all. At least not in the open forum type of discussion that she wants. The black man is very vulnerable when he confides in his woman. To do so, he takes a step into what he already knows is a dangerous arena because the black woman is known to take information he gives her and use it against him at another time. She refers to him as unresponsive and insensitive when he will not answer certain questions about his personal feelings or views. The black woman gets very annoyed when the black man refuses to let her inside his brain. Man, I don't know why. I don't know why. I would say it's off limits, but many people don't want to. They don't want to. They don't want to know what's really on your mind. They say that until it come out, and then be like, "Damn, I didn't want to know all that." I just wanted to know a little bit. The complexity of his views often do more to anger her and harm the relationship than they do to promote open communication, a communicative unity. The black woman wants the black man to talk, but if his talk is different from hers, she has a problem. If the black man is silent and unrevealing about his innermost thoughts, the black woman becomes suspicious and displays a generalized unrest or uneasiness. She can block his idea if she doesn't know it. She doesn't realize it because of her strident attitude and unpredictable reactions that the black man declines confiding his dreams in her. The black man has emotionally dispossessed the black woman. Man, my shit's running together, man. That's what I'm trying to. That sleep monster, man. Sleep monster is on my back like a gremlin. Ooh, on my back like a gremlin. And we just started chapter 6. Man, we still got like 5 pages. Seven pages. Ooh-wee. I'm counting both sides as one. So it's really 14, but we'll run it. We'll run it. If the black man is silent and unrevealing about his innermost thoughts, the black woman becomes suspicious and displays a generalized uneasiness. She can't block his ideas if she doesn't know it. She doesn't realize it is because of her strident attitude and unpredictable reactions that the black man declines confiding his dreams in her. The black woman has emotionally disposed the black man. He has lost the sure-footedness he was created with. Oh man, I'm sorry. Ooh-wee, it's getting midnight. Ooh-wee. The black woman has emotionally disposed the black man. He has lost the sure-footedness he was created with. Therefore, the often illuminating revelations he arrives at are much too precious for the black woman's cynical ears. The more the black woman fusses and complains, the quieter the black man may become. The black woman is accustomed to speaking to and about the black man in a negative and disparaging tone. She may even speak to strange, unknown men in a more civilized tone. The harshness of her tone of voice, the shrill, grating impatience, her cadence and inflections speak loudly to her disrespect. She sometimes appears to glare at the black man as if she is on the brink of a physically attacking him. Excuse me. She interrupts his explanations with more badgering, and her disregard for his ideas is so ingrained in her psyche. In her psyche, such as to be pathoscopic to her nature. Pathoscopic. When she is really angry with him, she will stand toe to toe, feet apart, hands on her hips, as if daring him to say to say another word. She can fuss for hours, bickering, sneering, cursing, and competing to drive her point home with the highest extreme of emotionalism. She absolutely demands to have the last word. Ooh. She not only uses the sounds of disrespect. She not only uses the sounds of disrespect to her own man, but will use the same intonations when angry with any black man, her sons, her neighbors, her fathers, her boss, her co-workers, her brother, or others. Mhm. Oh man, my bad, man. I need to pick me up. I should have grabbed that hot chocolate. Maybe that chocolate would have gave me a little boost. She not only uses the sounds of disrespect to her own man, but will use the same intonations when angry with any black man, her son, her neighbor, her father, her boss, or her co-workers, her brother, or others. She can become so vicious sounding that sometimes it resembles a savage animal barking. In her anger, she will throw things, stomp her feet, slam doors, snatch herself around and sometimes go into neutral. Her non-acceptable ways of displaying her anger are deeply rooted in her suspicion. Whenever she catches the black man in what she deems as a wrongdoing, she uses that opportunity to vent all of her current frustrations. She harbors grudges. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man. She harbors grudges. The black man may start out arguing with the black woman out about one point, and in the middle of the fracas, she throws in a few other topics. And by the end of the argument, he may find himself debating an entirely different issue. She keeps on mental file. She keeps a mental file on issues she is in disagreement with. She maintains about 90,000 kilobytes of negative information, and when she decides to the right time, she sprang them on her man. Oh man, excuse me. Man, hold up. Yeah, I might have to go get me something to eat. I might have to go get me something sweet. Yeah, every once in a while that'll happen to me, man. Where that was the issue, like back in the day, why I didn't like reading a lot because back in the day, man, first paragraph it would have got me. First paragraph it would have got me. But that's why I'm reading to try to conquer that shit. Conquer that, figure out what it is, so I can keep moving. The black woman is not known to practice respectful communication skills with the black man anyway. She simply does not know how to talk to him. Oh, yes, she's a great conversationalist when discussing other subjects, but when trying to have a necessary one on one conversation with her man about a disagreement, a choice, an action of a fear, she has a complete breakdown of interpretation of the English language. English language. She cannot distinguish between a soft, comforting voice and scorn and contempt. She blows her top loud and wrong. If she would present her ideas calmly and unemotionally, the black man could deal with them, and he does. But since she is so irrational about being right, she does not focus very well on one point, and her thoughts are scattered and unfocused because she is trying to argue about everything at once. Oh, man. I might have to do a part two. If the black woman does not learn how to respectfully talk to the black man, there is little chance she will ever really get to know him, nor of them ever coming together in harmony. Some black women talk all the time about everything, about everybody, and usually in a critical and gossipy way. Black men do not like to hear gossip. It is too base for him to deal with. The black man will relate a story to his woman in pure confidence and later find to his dismay she has told all her friends and it's public knowledge. Or she will make up a story and tell her man about it and pretend that an incident happened to someone else just to see how he will react to it. She tries out a lot of her own ideas on the black man in this way by claiming someone else said or did it. The black man has the boring job of paying attention to every point the black woman spews. Oh man. Oh man. Any and all seemingly unrelated information may come back to haunt him in another variation. If she talks incessantly, oh my bad. If she talks incessant, in incessantly, incessantly, if she talks incessantly, it is a sign of her nervousness and anxiety. She may be uncomfortable with silence. She debates her points with a fervor and adjusts the language craftily to salvage to salvage her own theories. If the black man is so presumptuous as to inform the black woman that she talks too much or that she should shut her mouth and listen sometimes, she becomes sullen and depressed. She will look for faults in the black man to criticize and get him back. She might poke out her lips or make her jaw tight. She resists any information that requires her to change her behavior. This resistance is nearly mechanical and kicks in whenever she is under attack. She relies totally on her feelings to make important decisions and arrive to correct conclusions. She will hold fast to the most stupid ideology just for the sake of claiming. That's how I feel about it. If informed that her feelings are strictly emotional and have no bearing on reality, she fortifies her opposition and says that that's your opinion, and I've got a right to mine. Unfortunately, this is not an act. She actually believes that her feelings are the truth. She will refuse to consider any actual facts presented to her or anything else that conflicts with with how she feels about something. Her feelings are her beliefs, and no matter how far-fetched from the truth her position is, she holds fast to it. The psychic scars of accepting deception based, based on her emotions are deep and lasting. She thinks that by agreeing with the black man, it puts her in a position to be subjugated. She is under enormous pressure to maintain her independent, separate but equal identity. She views her difference of opinion as traits that make her unique and interesting. She cannot give in on issues that require her to change her thinking. She continuously waves her banner of fear. She is deathly afraid of being taken over and being forced to concede. Often, when the black woman learns something, completes a course, or even reads an article, she will attempt to sound wise. She enjoys the feeling she gets when she stumbles upon something she can wave in front of the black man and claim she knows more about it. This is particularly true of the economically elite black woman. She believes her textbook knowledge enables her to be over the black man. The black man is not impressed with institutional education in the same way that she is. He would much rather hit the streets and learn things on his own rather than take time out of his freedom to memorize a slew of misinformation which he does not believe will help him daily. Some attend college, others attend life's school of hard knocks and gain equal knowledge. She will also try to ask him complicated questions so he will admit that he doesn't know the answer. Whoo, whoo, man, man. She reveals in doing this, she thinks that her big talk will impress the black man with how smart she is and will make him look up to her. No black man is proud of a black woman who uses her education as a dagger, stabbing him into admitting her superior intelligence. At the same time, no black man wants a dumb woman who is not striving to better herself. Knowledge and wisdom is not always measured by book learning. The life experience and raising of consciousness is much more important to the black man because he is basically searching for a way to have peace daily. So when the black woman talks down to the black man, it is designed to make him feel small, uneducated, less uneducated. Damn, where was I? So when the black woman talks down to the black man, it is designed to make him feel small, uneducated, and fundamentally stupid. She thinks her knowledge and level of achievements mean that the black man cannot tell her anything about anything. She knows better. Examples of the disrespectful language the black woman uses when speaking to the black man are as follows. Hey, give me a quick little second, right quick, man. I'm going to heat up this hot chocolate. I'll be right back. All right. Whew. My bad. Thank y'all. Thank you. My bad. Put my hot chocolate on. My boys is asleep. Smell like something burnt. Anyway, let's see. Examples of the disrespectful language a black woman uses when speaking to the black man are as follows. I'm gonna start these, but when my hot chocolate comes out the microwave, you gotta go get it. Number one, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. Number two, why don't you mind your own business? Number three, you're such a mama's boy. Number four, you ain't nothing and you ain't never gonna be nothing. Number five, you don't tell me what to do. Number six, you do what you want to do and I'll do what I want to do. Number seven, get it yourself. Number eight, you think you're right all the time. Man, I've heard that one many times. Number nine, I get tired of you trying to tell me what to do. Number 10, why don't you act like a man? Number 11, you're full of shit. Number 12, that doesn't make any sense. Let me get my chocolate. Not ready yet. Not ready yet. Got 3 minutes. Number 13, don't give it unless you can take it. Number 14, you didn't have nothing when I met you. Number 15, your family ain't shit and you ain't either. Number 16, men are dogs. Number 17, I don't want it. I do what I want to do. Number 18, I might and I might not. Number 19, why don't you hush? Quiet. Number 21, shut up. Number 22, you so stupid. Number 23, you can't do that. Number 24, leave me the fuck alone. Number 25, you mess up every time. Number 26, I go where I want to go. Number 27, it's my money and I spend it like I want to. Number 28, you get on my nerves. Number 29, I ain't your baby anyway. Number 30, I told you so. Number 31, my mother said you wasn't no good. I should have listened to her. He sure should have. Number 32, you'll know payback when you see it. Number 33, if you don't, somebody else will. Number 34, you can't do nothing. Number 35, stop. Number 36, get out of my face. Number 37, I don't want to hear that. Number 38, get out. Number 39, I don't care what you do. Number 40, I'm tired of you. Of course, these are just a sample. There are others which are more vicious and more degrading, and some too filthy to list in print. It is safe to say that every black man in America has been told at least two of these statements in relationship with his woman or his mother. For real. Most have heard the majority of them. These remarks roll off the lips of the black female starting in elementary school, so they are well ingrained in her conversation by the time she is an adult. Rare is there a black man who does not allow the black woman to speak to him in these derogatory terms. No black man should tolerate being spoken to like this. He must demand respect and deserve it according to his own standards of being a man. He must require respect or reject the black woman from his circle of contact. There we go. He must require respect or reject the black woman from his circle of contact. When the black woman loves her black man enough to obey him and do what he tells her to do, she is looked upon by other more progressive black women as a fool. She is laughed at and pitied for letting her man control her and tell her what to do. If she stays at home and waits for his call, cooks him a special meal, cleans his house, washes his car, shines his shoes, irons his clothes, loans him her car, lends or gives him money, runs errands for him, picks up after him, lets him choose her clothes, washes his hair, feeds him, rubs his back, massages his feet, or does anything else to help him or make him comfortable, she is considered a nutcase and accused of spoiling the black man. She is further charged with making it harder on other black women who do not cater to their men in that way. The righteous woman is asked to be the rebellious woman. He's doing for you, what's he doing for you while you doing all this for him? Let me go get my chocolate. Yeah, try to keep me up, man. Ooh-wee. Uh-huh. All right. If the black woman just speaks to him in the civil tongue, she is charged with being weak-willed. Black women pride themselves in being assertive, aggressive, and speaking what she thinks is her own mind. Mm-hmm. Is it wicked? All right. All right, here we go. When the black woman talks badly to the black man, she is not speaking her own mind. She is speaking from an artificial mind she has adopted from Western civilization, America. This is something she learned first in slavery, then from teachers, politicians, the newspapers, and television. The black woman has no history of speaking disrespectfully to the black man before she came to America. Disrespecting the black man is new to the black nation. Disrespecting the black man is new to the black nation. Shit, they used to it now. They are used to it now. Ooh-wee. He does not deserve it, and he does not have to take it. If to defend himself, the black man develops a feminine style of sparring with the black woman and tries to go blow for blow with her in insults, bickering, and name calling, the woman will tell her family and friends that he just bitches all the time. She refers to his participation as bitching because she knows her kind of talk is indicative of to the female gender only. She believes it to be a natural part of her nature and wants him to believe that too. He should not. If the black man loses his cool under pressure and responds by flinging a string of colorful metaphors, curse words at her, she complains that he talks to me like a dog. The fact that she is the one acting like an animal never comes up for real. Sometimes the black man grows to respond to everything she says in a harsh rebuttal tone. He becomes accustomed to the rough talk and uses it as frequently as she. This is wrong. It only convinces the black woman that he can't handle her, so he has joined her. She will drag him under the earth if he allows it. She will drag him under the earth if she allows it. If he allows it. Man, I think there's quite a few scriptures that come to mind, man. There's quite a few scriptures that come to mind. When a black man falls for the black woman and begins to demonstrate that he loves her more than he loves himself, she recognizes this as a ripe stage for her to really let it rip. The more he professes his love, the worse she will treat him. The more he tries to give her, the more she will demand. The more he tries to bed her down, the more she rejects his overtones. The harder he tries to please her, the more critical she is of his efforts. This is a perfect example that she does not know what to do when put in a position to rule the black man. When she is allowed to rule, she thinks the black man must be weak or crazy or both. She cannot handle it. She abuses him instead of progressively enjoying him more. And the time is not far off when she will be looking for another man. Sometimes the black woman speaks kindly to black men or does nice things for him for the wrong reason. Sometimes her reason is just to make sure that he does not fall victim to the attentions of another woman. So she acts out the duties of being a good woman, so her man can't use that as a reason to fool around. So she goes through the motions. So she can never be charged with not holding up her end, or so she thinks. But true caring and affection cannot be faked. True caring and affection cannot be faked. If there's no love and good spirit put into the care, it becomes dry and sterile, bland and mechanical. The black woman must be made to understand that the black man must first feel good about himself, and that she should help the black man to feel good about himself when he is with her. That means that when the black man is happy with the black woman, it does not necessarily mean he is happy with her physical affection or exciting personality as much as with how she makes him feel. As much as how she makes him feel about himself. He will reciprocate. When the black man is pleased with himself and feels good about himself, his days are happy and he is radiant. He is eager to go off to work and eager to come home at night. In general, he is more productive. This is called satisfaction. Feeling good mentally, emotionally, and physically creates its own natural high, an elevation to peace and freedom and confidence and courage. Anything can be accomplished. All of this is part of the black woman's responsibility to herself. The blessings she will receive for making her black man feel good about himself are unlimited. Yeah, they don't want to hear that. While she has her own idea about what the black man should do to make her happy, she would be much wiser if she gave the black man a chance to express his ideas about what will make her happy. A black man can look at his woman and decide what she needs. Black women have been known to treat the black man so badly and talk to him in such a destructive way that he becomes confused and angry and is literally driven to drink or use drugs. She will prod him with her electrical shock tongue until she pushes him over the edge into some deep, dark cavern of despair. When she tells her friends about his condition, they all agree that he got what he deserves for letting her do it to him. It is their preconceived notion that if the black man resigns himself to obeying the black woman to the point of self-debasement, he deserves whatever hell awaits him. This is a cruel and unusual punishment that he earns as a reward for having the kind of overwhelming adoration of the black woman that she claims she wants. She only wants it until she gets it, and then she reverts to a destroyer. She will lead him into a trap by plotting to do everything she can to make him fall in love with her. She will make him feel better than he has ever felt in his entire life. At least she makes him think he does. She will make him totally dependent upon her affections and attentions. She will set him up for the fall. It's a game to her to see if she can make or break him. As the game progresses, she steps up her plan to debase him, and sometimes the change of tide is so powerful in his life that he can't concentrate enough to work, eat, sleep, or behave normally. She literally drives him crazy. He cannot live with her and cannot live without her. The more love, the more pain. And she heaps it by the shovelful. This is a dangerous game the black woman plays because sometimes if the man cannot handle it emotionally, he may decide to kill her. This is a dangerous game the black woman plays because sometimes if the man cannot handle it emotionally, he may decide to kill her. Sometimes he does. When he reaches his breaking point and becomes threatening, she scurries back in place and calms and claims she doesn't know what's wrong with him. She accomplishes these same deeds using jealousy, sex, or rebellion. While he explodes, she implodes, and she hates herself for not being able to control herself. Therefore, the black man should never allow his love for the black woman to surpass his love for himself. This is not being selfish. It is a raw necessity if he intends to survive his relationship with the black woman. He must never let her ego get out of control to the point where she becomes the main focus in the relationship. The black man must always be the main focus in the relationship. They don't want to hear that shit neither. The black man must always be the main focus of the relationship. This does not mean that the black woman's needs should not be met, nor that she is unimportant, but she is number 2 and the black man is number 1. Man, actually, she's number 4. She number 4 on the list. She number 4. And I'm number 3. The order is the Most High God, Christ, man, woman, children. She number 4. She number 4. Throw them 4s up. She's number 4 on the list. The black man being number 1 and the black woman being number 2 is another absolute law of nature. The black man was created first. He has seniority. And the black woman was created second. He is first. She is second. He is first. She is second. He is first and she is second. The black man is the beginning, and all others come from him. Everyone on earth knows this except the black woman. The only reason the black woman rejects the idea that the black man is first is because she does not think that he deserves to be treated good. If examined, she does not really know the details of why she does not want him on top. That's just the way it's been since Eve. Hmm. All she knows is that she doesn't want him telling her what to do. She already knows she already knows that try as she may, she cannot control the black man. Her frustration is that no matter how hard she tries, she cannot force the black man into the orderly pattern mold she outlines for him. The black man, even in his disorganized state, cannot be controlled. He is not controllable. This is different from being out of control. This means he is in control of himself. Others who have tried to control him momentarily meet with the same frustration as the black woman: failure. The black woman, like America, is afraid of anything she can't control. The black man's chromosomes evidently are programmed to rule and be in control. And so she cannot submit to being controlled forever by inferior, unqualified beings. Wise scientists around the globe know this. Infrequently, the black woman comes up with a good idea or renders some sensible advice to the black man. Whether or not he accepts it depends on how she brings it to him. If she does it as non-insulting, respectful, the black man is able to hear her and take her comments under consideration. If she delivers information in a wrong tone of voice, the man rejects it and her. He must be careful in accepting instructions or advice from the black woman because she is easily confused and will decide that he can't make it unless she tells him what to do. Making recommendations is her insidious way of gaining control in the relationship. If the black woman is sincere in her affections and is genuinely trying to help the black man, he will be able to accept what she says and implement it into their lives for wider success. Of course, when the black woman helps the black man develop and reach his desired potential, she experiences fear that he will outgrow her and leave her for another woman. She does not trust his motives when he wants to expand. When he says, I'm doing this for us, she is not sure which us. Because you come at it wrong in the first place. That's why you're not sure, because you come at it wrong. Disingenuous. You come at it disingenuous. She's not sure which us he is talking about. She may remind him about what she has helped him do and that he wouldn't have been able to do it if it were not for her. She is ever seeking opportunities to get the black man to bow down and worship her for being her wonderful self. When she accomplishes such something free of when she accomplishes something free of ulterior motive, her man will recognize this and pile on the accolade. She has heard stories. Thought I heard something. She has heard stories of women who help their men succeed and then he leaves them. So she is afraid this will happen to her. If she behaves right and does not create any problems or become combative, she will be well rewarded for her trust. She will be taken care of and loved, and her children will be fathered and become heir to the black man's accomplishments. This is how black legacies are made. Another reason the black woman fails in her confrontations with the black man is because she attempts to use the white woman's analysis and social priorities as her mentor regarding how she should get along with the black man. This is wrong. White American issues are completely different from Black American issues. The white race understands the necessity for open forum discussions of their relationship problems. Blacks are sensitive about the defects in Black life and fly into a tizzy at the mere mention of interpersonal problems indigenous to ex-slaves. This refusal to acknowledge the nitty-gritty problems have resulted in them being ignored and assumed unimportant. Even worse, if left, even worse, it left the Black woman and the Black man to devise their own solutions. Blacks have not published scholastic life between Black man and Black woman has been tiptoed around as if it were a time bomb. These problems exist and they are monumental. They hold the key to the Black man and the Black woman's personal success. A problem is only a question. Any problem can be broken into a mathematical equation to which a formula is applied. If the formula is applied, the answer will be forthcoming. The answer is the solution. Blacks have not approached their problems from a mathematical standpoint and assume that there are too many variables for similarities to exist. But there are similarities. The relationship problems between Black men and Black women are only different in the degree to which they are demonstrated. And Blacks have never honestly and descriptively addressed these problems to the Black nation as a whole. The truth about the depth and span of these problems is painful. This truth is also embarrassing and unwelcome for public scrutiny. I think that's why Kevin Samuels is hitting shit on the head right now, because he's addressing it publicly, nationwide. But the Black man has been negligent in his duty to control the Black woman. The Black man has been negligent. Yes, we have. We have been negligent in his duties to control the Black woman, and the Black woman has been scandalous in her public and private dealings with the Black man and his offsprings. Hell yeah. The time has passed when this topic can be swept aside and replaced with other life priorities that are impossible to attain anyway until the root of this situation is addressed and remedied. Relationship standards have changed, but change does not always mean better. Sometimes it just means different or worse. Companionship between the Black man and the Black woman has turned into a living hell, whether they live together or not. The hell has a pattern and affects the dwellers of every Black household, and it must stop. The Black man must communicate this to the Black woman, and she must hear him with her ears and her heart. In referring to the Black man, the Black woman has an affinity to using the terminology my man, and she prefers to call the Black man her boyfriend, my date, my honey, my friend, or my boo. She has a difficult time saying my man because she does not like the sound of power that goes with the word man. The word man makes her uncomfortable because it rings so superior and authoritative in her ears. As a consequence, Black women in the 30s and 40s and 50s go around referring to the Black man as a boyfriend. The Black man is not a boy. He does not like being called a boy. It is a distasteful title he prefers not to answer to. The Black woman, in her stubbornness, still calls him her boyfriend. She should refer to her Black mate as her man, because that's what he is, a man. The language itself is euphoric. When the Black woman speaks well of the Black man, it is elevating to all who hear her, and it is contagious. Better yet, the Black woman should try telling the Black man good things about himself, to his face, looking him straight in the eyes. She must learn a new talk, dialogue filled with complimentary words. The black man should commend the black woman when he sees her demonstrating an attempt to make a positive change in the way that she talks to him. At first, she will be very uncomfortable and uneasy and will feel out of kilter, but these feelings will subside as she relaxes. Prior to her giving in, she may try to use a reverse psyche and say, "Why should I do it? You don't." Or "You don't live up to such and such yourself." Or what are you going to change if I do all that? Or "Look at what you do." These kinds of flippant comments can be answered by telling her, "I'm a black man and I'm taking responsibility for my family and my nation." Responses like, "Because I'm the man and I'm in charge," or "Because I'm the boss here," or "Because I'm the man and you're going to be like I want you to be," or you ain't gonna be at all, work just as well. Improvise. They don't like that one. I said that one before too. The black man should not be ashamed to admit that he does not have all the answers all at once. On examination, the black woman does not have all the answers either. She usually does not have any of the answers. She usually does not have any of the answers. She will be resistant against the man's ideas and not have anything to replace them with. She communicates most of her responses by saying the word no. When an unstoppable force meets an immovable object, friction ensues and they destruct. This does not apply to the black man. The black nation must implement across the board standards of home life that encompass every black person and every black family. The plan must be the same throughout in order to see unified progress. The result of not having a national formal plan useful to all the people is the confusion and degradation we have today. The black woman's first change must be an oral one. The black woman's first change must be an oral one. She must learn enough self-control to keep herself from talking to the black man like he ain't nothing. Many times the black woman will refuse to cater to the black man because she claims he wants a mama or he has a mother complex. They make these charges because many black men want consolation. They want to be consoled, and there is nothing weak or lacking in them for wanting this. The black woman's job is to be a consoler. The black woman's job is to be a consoler. Console means to give comfort, solace, and make feel better, less sad. The job of the mother and the wife when it comes to consolation is the same. It is not different or opposite. It is the same expression that should be shown to the black man and the black child, no matter what age they are. Consoling is a female duty and one she is good at. Consolation and stroking are a necessary means of communication, just as the desire for acceptance and approval, love and agreement. Giving consolation and not mothering or wifing, it is womaning. Giving consolation is not mothering or wifing, it is womaning. Providing comfort to the nation instead of ramshackling it. Black women withhold comfort for a variety of reasons and meter it out as they feel it is deserved. The black man who commits what the black woman considers a sin is not able to be consoled. Any failure that makes her feel disappointed is not rewarded with consolation. Of course, when the black man fails, his great desire is to be consoled instead of hearing, "I told you it wouldn't work anyway," or "You should have known that wouldn't work," or "Why don't you stop and just get a job?" The black man is a recovering slave and does not need a woman who is constantly saying that he doesn't amount to much. He is something good. And if the black woman talks to him right, supports him, and consoles him, he will heal and show the world how really great he is. But since he is virtually alone, abandoned, and disregarded, he does not always have the spirit to go to work. He needs a purpose. The black woman is unaware that this is the major content where the black woman is out of control, where she has rejected her responsibilities and does not recognize the man as the head of the family. Again, the memory of the suffering of the slaves takes its toll. Slavery was designed to disconnect the black man and the black woman. Today, we see long-term effects of the disconnection on American soil. Some black women are so removed from these types of historical roots that they blame all of their problems on the other victim of this racial conspiracy, the black man. They are more concerned with dressing, jewelry, politics, sororities, church, public opinion, and job. It seems the black woman who boasts on holding the most prestigious job title is the most difficult to reach. The so-called successful black woman who earns a gargantuan paycheck believes she is the best with all her bases loaded. She doesn't realize that her choices leave her lonely and hostile and disliked by the group she longs to impress the most, black men. Oh, she may say she is having more fun without a man than she had with one. Not true. There is no such feat unless she has a man. She is just a coward who does not want to deal with the black man on his terms. She is just a coward who does not want to deal with the black man on his terms. She is just a coward who does not want to deal with the black man on his terms. And she is at her wit's end to devise a scheme that will make her surrender, to make him surrender to her. She has a boss complex and exaggerates her worth. She's cute and necessary, but she is not more valuable than the black man. No one is. The black woman, deep inside her heart, wants to surrender, but she wants to be coerced. She wants to be convinced, according to her own barometer, that her man really, really loves her. Right now, the only barometer she examines is whether or not her man is seeing another woman. When she is unsure of herself and teetering on making the wrong decision about something, she wants the black man to take charge of the situation and take responsibility for her. It is very difficult for the black woman to have constant confidence in her own decisions because she knows she doesn't see the road clearly. She is unequipped to lead in that way. So in her life travel, she tries to look at everything at the same time instead of recognizing the clear path. Things look different according to the point of view they are seen by. Perception is the root of what the eyes see and the ears hear. If the black woman would just change her perception of what submission and surrender means, she could have peace. She couldn't have this peace she cannot have this peace until the black man takes up the banner of change. It is a massive undertaking that only the wise will survive, but only the wise will survive anyway. Those who can see no further than Gucci and Panasonic will not make it. Material gain will not and has not solved the problem between the black man and the black woman. They serve only as temporary distractions and an expensive one. And that was chapter 6, communications. That was chapter 5 and chapter 6. Chapter 5. Let's see. Bum, 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 bum. Chapter 5. Social integration, dating and marrying the white man and chapter 6, communications. Ah, man, sleep was hitting me at the beginning. But yeah, I started reading better later though. I hate when I be feeling like that trying to read. But I push through it, baby. We're gonna push through. We'll come back tomorrow with chapter 7. Family relationships. Let me see how long 7 is. Yeah, we'll probably just read 7 tomorrow. No, we'll see. We'll probably read 7 and 8. 7 and 8, 9 and 10. 7 and 8, 9 and 10. Now I'll read 7 and 8, and 9 by itself. And 10 by itself. All right. Yeah, we'll come back next time with chapter 7 and chapter 8. Family relationships, that's chapter 7. Come on, and chapter 8 is money. Oh man, that's gonna be a bam! Money, 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 money. Yeah. Well, thank y'all for sticking with me while I fought the sleep monster in the beginning. Trying to read The Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman by Shahrazad Ali, Dr. Shahrazad Ali, Sister Shahrazad Ali. Definitely good insight. Definitely a good woman's point of view on a woman. Definitely a lot to think from. Definitely a lot to learn and grow from. But we're going to keep pushing, man. We're going to keep pushing till the end. Hey, look, we're almost halfway through the book already. We're almost halfway through the book already. Man. It has 18 chapters. We're going on chapter 7. So that's what it is, man. Shalom. Shalom. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. If I would have, I could have finished faster. But, it is what it is. I made it. So shalom. Till next time. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Shalom. Shalom out.